Hello everyone, welcome to this tutorial on creating a costume material. In this example, I'm working in my local server, which allows me to create entities. So let's take a look at how to set up a very basic material. First, let's create a shape just to set it up. I'm going to make it a wall-like structure. So it looks like this. And then, as you can see, this is an object with the default color, and you can change the color here. Right? To assign a material, what you can do is to create a material entity. It will ask you for a URL. So if you have defined the material, which is a JSON format, and uploaded it somewhere, then you can paste in the URL here. On the other hand, you can also directly edit the material data by typing in material data and then create. That will create this small sphere. You can see there's a small sphere here, and that is your preview for the material. And if you go to this tab, the material tab, you can see that is the material data. So you can just then clear this one and paste in the actual material data. And the material data is going to be a very specific format, and in this case it's this JSON format. So this one is taken from the official documentation, and you can find it on this page, add a material entity, and I'm going to explain what the syntax means. The first few fields are kind of like, conventional, so just keep it the way it is, material version and then the materials. Basically, you have a single material defined inside this array, and the material has a name and then the model. The model provides the available properties that is exposed on the material. So in this case, the high-fi, which stands for high fidelity, which is the kind of like the code name for Overte, PBR, physically based rendering. And then you can have a few different attributes. The albedo stands for the diffuse color, the roughness refers to how it reflects light, and the normal map is to give it additional details. And here we are using just the publicly available preset assets from the Overte website, and that's the material data. So what you do is to copy this and paste it directly inside, and that's it. So after that, you can just refresh it by click anything anywhere else, and as you can see, there's a small preview over there. It might be clearer if you do. You see there's a small preview over there. That's the kind of like a brick-like material. To apply the material to an entity, select the entity, and notice the entity has an ID. So what you do is you copy this ID. Oh, if I can select it, Control C, copy it, and then select your material entity and find the parent. So at the moment, the parent is kind of like an empty, so that means it's not being applied to anything. But if you paste in the ID of the object, that will be applied to the corresponding object. So that's the basic way how you can set up a material. So based on current documentation, it seems like there's no way to share a material entity to multiple different objects, because you have to paste in a single ID here. So right now, I guess you have to create different material entities if you have different objects that kind of share the same material. On the other hand, let's take a look at how we can bring our own model just to illustrate the whole process. So I'm going to delete everything here and close this. So here in Blender, I have a simple model, and the model has a simple shader set up. It has a simple material. In this case, it's a atlas. So we are actually only using, if you go to UV editing, you can see we're only using a few tires from that atlas, but doesn't matter. So that's the model. And then what we have exported the model as the FBX and also the PNG file. So what I'm going to do, I am going to start an HTTP server here by opening it with Visual Studio Code, and then I'm going to just fake a website, do this, so I can do a open with live server. That way we have the whole thing, right? So have this guy, and then if we do example overt.json, you can see it's a JSON file. So we have a fully functional HTTP server here. Now go back to Overt. I'm going to create the object. So here I am going to do a create, and I'm going to bring in the shape itself. Go to the sorry, not shape. I'm going to do a model, right? And then I'm going to paste in the model URL. So the model URL is going to be, the model name is like this. So the model URL is going to be something like that. So I'm going to paste that in. Right, and I'm not going to use any condition, create, and you see the model. The model already has a texture. That's probably because it's already referencing the correct one. But just in case you want to further customize things, I am going to also create a material entity, and I am going to do find my material name, example.json, and that's the full address, and paste that in. Right, so in this case, I'm not going to use material data. I'm just going to use the whole JSON directly, and then we have the material. If I drag it all out, you can see that's the material preview. Now I'm going to apply it to my object, and as you can see, that is being applied. Oh wait, oh yeah, sorry. So the value is still using the old one, so I'm going to modify it quickly. In this case, we don't need a normal, we don't need a roughness. I'm just going to use the image, so it's going to be something like that. Right, so that's the albedo. Make sure the format is correct. This is my barrel, and then go back here, and let's see how we can reload the thing. I don't know if there's a better way, but let's just go to here, do reload the content, and as you can see, it's all doing well. So if we go to create, we can find the objects right here. The color actually looks better, right? And then you can even, you know, fine tune it. Let's say make it dimmer, 0.5, 0.5, 0.5, and then we reload it, and then see the color is slightly dimmer, right? So that is how you can use a custom material. So to recap, that's a syntax for defining your material, and then you can either directly specify the URL or use material data, and then go to the material tab by pasting the JSON here, and then to apply the material to an entity, assign the parent ID. So that's how you can use a custom material. Thank you for watching.